Karma strikes back. They'll pay for what they did to you. That person who was so fake, who betrayed you, who lied to you, who cheated on you, who was a false pretender, who was unfaithful, that person you gave so much to, but all they brought was pain. All they brought was suffering. All they brought was a headache and more, a broken heart. There is a price to pay, especially because of the fact that what they did was intentional. It was deliberate. They knew that they were not dedicated to you. They knew that their love wasn't real. It wasn't love. They knew that they were only there to take from you, to use you and give nothing back. That is the way they live their life, and there is a price to pay. That is the way they treated you. That is the way they treat others. That is the way they are treating their current partner, their future partners. That is the way they are. People are who they are. Sometimes you're there trying to change them. Sometimes you're there hoping that they will change, giving them the benefit of the doubt, but they are who they are. And because, like we said, this is the way they live their life, things are gonna come back to them. It will come back to them. It will come back to haunt them. They are messing up their life because of the way they treated you. They are in for a lot of pain. Karma is gonna deal with them. Understand karma, no debt in the universe goes unpaid, and they will pay the price for doing you wrong. The law of sowing and reaping. What you sow is what you reap. If you plant orange seeds, I'm telling you, that is what you are gonna get. Orange plants, orange trees, and then oranges, not apples, right? The weeds and the wheat. If you plant wheat, that is what you're gonna get. If you plant tares or weeds, that is what you are gonna get back. What goes around comes around. The world is a cycle. Everything that happens goes on in a circle, like this reggae artist said. And we know that to be true. We see it all around. It is not that I am wishing this. It is not that you are wishing this on anybody. But it means that you don't have to take revenge. It means that you are at peace. There is nothing for you to do. Let the universe do its thing. Let things take course. And sometimes this may make somebody feel better, knowing that the person who attacked them will pay the price. That is better than being there sad and depressed. Somebody told me that they are so thankful for this channel because the message of sowing and reaping stopped them from, I have to say it bluntly, from killing somebody. That is how mad people can feel, how they can feel like taking revenge because of what somebody did to them. But the message is you don't have to do anything. God is in charge. The Most High is in charge. And that person who hurt you has to pay the price. It is not that you do not forgive them or anything, because you're letting them live their life. For some of you, there is nothing to forgive, because you were not against them to begin with. You let them go. You let them live their life. And let them pay their price. That is the way they live their life. Let them pay the price. Because sometimes you that good person, they will get away with it, quote unquote, with you, but somebody else will take physical action against them. And we are not advocating that. We are not advocating violence. But we're saying there is always a price to pay. And that person who did you wrong, that person who lied, who cheated, there they were, lying. You asked them about it, but they kept lying. You realized, or you suspected, that they were cheating, that they were untrue. You questioned them about it, and they had every excuse in the book. Where are they? You are in your bed at night. Where are they? You are wondering. You cannot sleep properly. Where are they? They are supposed to be with you, or they are supposed to be accounted for. You are supposed to know where they are. You do not know. You try to call them on the phone. They won't pick up. You message them. If it's an app like WhatsApp, you don't see these two ticks. Or sometimes you see these two ticks, but there is no, it's not seen. They never saw it, or it's not seen usually. Or sometimes their phone is off. They are with their lover. They are with their partner. You ask them about it, and they have every excuse in the book. Their battery, the phone has a problem, or whatever the case may be. No internet, no Wi-Fi, and they keep lying. They keep telling you, hey, I'm going by a certain person. I'm going by this friend of mine. But they are with somebody else. Sometimes you're so lucky, the friend of theirs ends up telling you the truth about their dirty life. That friend of theirs exposes them. Every day the bucket goes to the well. One day the bottom will drop out. Like Bob Marley said, one day the bottom will go drop out. One day the bottom will fall out, and it won't be able to carry that water. The longest rope has an end. And one day they end up being exposed. You end up realizing that they are a liar, that they are a cheater, that they are unfaithful, that they are not about you. They are just there to use you, to take from you. There you were giving and giving to this person, but you were not receiving anything good back. They transgressed the law of giving and receiving. They thought that they could have received and received and received and given nothing back, and that is how they mess up their lives. That is how they cut the wires, and it has to come to a point where you cannot give to them anymore. And whoever the case may be, it comes to a point where that person cannot give to them anymore, because they want to reap where they have not sowed. They want to give. They don't want to give, but they want to receive, and that is not the way it works. And whatever they put out there has to come back to them. I said there is a price to pay. They do so much mischief. They mess up so many people's lives, so many partners' lives, including yours, that they cannot find love. Because when they had love, they said to the universe, hey, that is not the life I want. When they had a good person in their life, they said, this is not what I want. I don't want a peaceful and loving relationship. I don't want that type of relationship. Bring me drama. I don't want that type of love, positive vibes, high vibration. Bring me low vibration. Bring me infidelity. Bring me everything terrible, everything bad. They cannot find love because they are not a match for love. They cannot find peace because they are not a match for peace. They are not vibrationally aligned to that good love you brought. They are not vibrationally aligned to that peace. And that is how they mess things up for themselves. They thought they could have cheated. They thought they could have done you wrong and they would have escaped. That there wouldn't have been a price to pay. But there is a price to pay. And we've already seen that what they did in the dark came to light. As you click that like button, if you haven't done so, smash that like button. As we're here on this advancing channel, and I am here chilling in nature with you, reminding you that there is a price to pay. They did you wrong, and karma is gonna deal with them. Karma strikes back. Call it karma, call it whatever you want. Some people, they don't really like the word karma. But it doesn't matter how you see it. Cause and effect. Sowing and reaping. Call it whatever you want. The law of sowing and reaping. The law of cause and effect. The law of the harvest. And it is harvest time. Years go by and they wonder, why is it that I cannot find love? Why is it that I cannot find peace? Because that is the way they have lived their life. That is what they have put out there. People get scared of them. They mess up. They ruin their reputation. They have a bad reputation. Nobody can take them seriously anymore because of the way they have lived their life. And often there's regret. Often there's regret because they realize, hey, she's advancing, he's advancing, you're doing well. You end up in a beautiful relationship, a loving relationship. They see what you have, they don't have that. Regret, all of that is part of their karma. They go from person to person to person to person to person, and we can go on trying to find your love. They cannot find your love. That is part of their karma. They cannot find what they had with you. They had this treasure, they had this diamond, they had this pearl, and they lost it. Now they are suffering. They are not in a good place, as the birds sing in nature. Had they been true to you, things would have been better. Now we are not saying that they had to stay with you. They had to be with you. No. But why be so fake? Why be lying like that? If you don't love somebody, hey, why be there? Say it plainly. If you are just there for sex, or if you are just there for the money, say it. That this is what you are there for. Some people will be okay with it. But they did you wrong. There you were in your bed. There you were. Some of you, there you were crying. Do you remember the pain? There you were going through so much. Because of them. They did you wrong. They promised to be true to you. They promised. They said that it would have been a monogamous relationship. They said that it would have been two of you in a relationship, you and them. But there they were living a double life, triple life, quadruple life. There they were all over the place. And they brought you pain. Their loss. At the end of the day, it is their loss, not yours. Don't be sad, be glad. If they were for you, they would be still there with you today. They would be walking with you today. They would be holding your hand. But the Most High removed them from your life. They were not fit to be in your life. They were not fit to be with the advancing man or the advancing woman that you are. They were not fit. And there they are, trying to find somebody like you, but they cannot find somebody like you to stay with them until they change their life. And sometimes it is already too late, because they have already ruined their reputation. They have been all around, and it's too much. Too much. Too late becomes their cry. There is a price to pay, especially when they cannot find good love, when they cannot find love, love is always good. It is the absence of love that is a problem. A lot of people think, hey, love, not me again on love. It is not love. Love could never be a bad thing. When there's a problem, it means that there is an absence of love. It means that there's an absence of love, of God, of good things. How about that? Oh yes, there is a price to pay, and the person who wronged you, those people who wronged you, are paying the price. I can tell you, for some of you, they are there thinking about you, wondering about you, lamenting on what they lost with you, trying to rekindle something with you. And one day you get that phone call out of the blue. You're like, huh? One day you get that message out of the blue and you're like, wow, where's that coming from? They message you. They are hoping that you rekindle something with them, that you invite them out, that you go out with them, that you date them. Why? Because it's not going good for them. They thought the grass was greener, but the grass is not greener. You see the grass behind me? It's green, beautiful green grass. The grass is not greener on the other side. They thought they would have found happiness. Turns out that this is not a recipe for happiness. All of this cheating, all of this betraying others, all of these lies, all of this negativity, this is not a recipe for happiness. Don't mind anybody. Temporarily it seems like it's happiness, but in the grand scheme of things, it is a recipe for disaster. And they made their life a living hell by doing you wrong. They messed up their life. They tried to mess up your life and messed up theirs. As we hear in nature, where are the birds today? They are singing softly and tenderly. A dog is barking somewhere down the road, or lower down. And I'm just here chilling with you in nature, reminding you that everything is gonna be okay, reminding you of your greatness, of how blessed you are. They may choose something else. That is their business. They are free to do so. You are fine. Like we said, if they were supposed to be there with you, they would have, but they're not. So they have to be out of your life. They have to miss out on your high vibrations, on your positive vibes, on your good energy, as the sun is shining. And I'm sending you all of this love, all of this light. I am here to remind you that everything is always working out for you. I am here to remind you that the entire universe is conspiring in your favor. I am here to remind you that all you do is win. Your failures are mere stepping stones on the path of success. Oh yes, thank you so much for supporting this channel. Big shout out to those of you who are members of the Advancing channel. You are so special, so dear to me. Thank you for being a member of the Advancing channel. Some of you are at this highest level, and you are so appreciated. I appreciate every one of you, but big shout out to our members. Oh yes, it's such an honor, it's such a privilege. As the sun shines on me, it shines on you too. Oh yes, my name is Mantius. This is the Advancing channel. Like the video, type a comment. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. One love. As the birds sing. Yes, sing, birds. Where were you? You stopped? One love. God bless, and all the best.